We gotta talk, man. We have to talk. Nobody's gonna say it, so I'll come out and say it. We have a serious problem in gaming. There's a serious problem. We got a drought. You know what? I'm getting into all my issues. Listen, I'm declaring it right now. This is the worst state that gaming has ever been in. Facts. And I'm going to tell you why. There's three reasons. It all boils down to one reason, but there's three bigger reasons, right? Number one, games are coming out broken. New games are broken. Old games are breaking, and you can't find any new hardware to play any type of games. Those are the three issues. We got to start keeping an eye on it, right? Now, let's go over the first one. New games are coming out broken. I'm not sure if y'all have seen the state Battlefield has been released in. I'm not sure if y'all seen the state that the GTA remaster trilogy, whatever, has been released in. I swear to God, and I'm probably going to have some examples on the screen. For GTA, when it rains, it looks like there's a goddess cow in the sky with her udders milking towards the street. I swear to God. That's how the rain looks in that game. It's so bad. That's not the only issue with that game, but that's a glaring issue that you would think developers would want to fix. Battlefield, there's a whole bunch of shit missing. There's a whole bunch of different fucking glitches and issues with the game. Stale content. It's really bad. It's really bad. There have been no fire games in 2021. We gotta start calling it what it is. That's facts. Even when you go on Metacritic, I have some examples. Even when you go on Metacritic and you look at the reviewed games, even the games that are highly reviewed, when you look at the user scores tell a different story. I don't know what it is. I don't know if the game reviewers and the game players aren't seeing eye to eye. I look at some of these games. For example, here, I got an example for you. Forza Horizon 5. Currently a 91 Metacritic critic score. But the user score is 6.6, which is not bad. But let's look at some of these user reviews. This is just a random review I pulled up. First of all, I wanted to point out, I'm tired of seeing these 9 to 10 grades from game publishers. Are these articles written for blind people? And then he says, first of all, again, for some reason. First of all, it's all good, old, slightly naive. What? Whatever. If you look at the different user scores, they're pretty much calling it a Forza Horizon 4 reskin. Some people are saying the game's not playable. I don't know. It may or may not be playable. I haven't tested it out yet. I'm not looking forward to it because honestly, if we keep it 100, it looks exactly like Forza Horizon 4, just in what they in now, Australia. I don't really care, right? But that's not the only game that's released this year. All right, that was Forza. Forza got a 91. Let's keep going. Deathloop. We gotta talk about this. Deathloop. You got an 87 on Metacritic. I seen mad places giving it 10 out of 10s. I watched the gameplay of this game. Admittedly, I didn't play the game, but I watched the gameplay of this game. They're not doing anything new or original in this game for it to deserve a 10 out of 10. We gotta start keeping it 100. These games are not doing anything new to deserve 10 out of 10. Let me think. The last 10 out of 10 game I played. Now, I want to admit, I haven't played Last of Us. I had a original PS4 at the time. I didn't want to experience that. on the original PS4. I was gonna wait until the PS5 came out and try to get a PS5, but that's a whole nother topic that we'll talk about later. So I haven't played Last of Us. Now, Last of Us could be a 10. Last of Us could be a 0. I can't go for that. The last game I played that I thought deserved a 10, it's been a minute, y'all. It's been a real minute, y'all. The last game I played that I don't deserve a 9 was Shadows Die Twice. And on that note, that's not even a deserves a 9. Like, more so if I seen somebody give Shadows Die Twice a 9, like when Shadows Die Twice won Game of the Year, I understood it. You know, I played the game. I enjoyed it. I didn't have that many glitches. I think I played it on the base PS4 so, you know, I mean, the graphics, whatever, right? But that would be the last game that I played where I'm like, all right, if somebody gave it a 9, I can see it. A lot of these games that come out today, I don't know how Deathloop has an 87 on Metacritic. We got to start keeping it 100. All EA games that released this year are ass. You know, you look at and this is not even me saying, even the reviewers are saying it, right? If we go FIFA 20, if we go to FIFA 22, FIFA 22 on PC has 73 Metacritic rating with a 1.4 user score, right? But it also came out on PS5 and stuff like that. So let's look at the other systems. PS5 78. Let's see. Xbox Series X 78. I mean, PS4 don't really got none, or Xbox One, they don't really have many reviews. But when you look at the PS5, Xbox Series X, and PC, it's all around that 78, 79 area for the critic rating. But when you look at the user scores, it's 2.6. Now, I'm keeping it on with y'all. Last FIFA I bought was probably like 17, right? The first FIFA I bought was 15. Like, I only liked FIFA for 2 to 3 years because the same bullshit happens in every iteration. That's the issue with the sports games. If you buy a sports game, this goes for FIFA, this goes for Madden, this goes for 2K. All those yearly release sports games, they all have the same issue. That issue is, for the most part, the updates feel like a roster update. And then when you get to the multiplayer aspect, you know, they prioritize, 2K prioritizes VC for your my player, and FIFA and Madden, they mostly focus on Ultimate Team. They call it Foot and Mud. They focus on those things, and at the end of the day, they focused on you spending more money than the 60. Now these games are fucking $70 that you originally spent on, and a lot of these games come out broken. You paying $70 for some shit that don't work. I can't understand it. I'm sorry. I just cannot understand it. I cannot understand it, yo. I am sorry. It's ridiculous. There have been no fire games that released this year. There haven't been any. And, you know, like I said, I don't have PS5. So if there's been a fire game on PS5, this goes to my next point. If there's been a fire game on PS5, most gamers cannot experience it because the scalpers are taking over. They've already took over. I swear to God, it is bad. The scalpers have taken over the world when it comes to trying to get new, not even just PS5s, also the new Xbox. Also, I was talking to my man Tony the other day. Shout out to Tony. I was talking to Tony the other day. He got a new PC, right? I'm looking at what he got. It's all shiny and shit. You know what I mean? He got. I think he got a 5700, a 5700 Ryzen 5700. You know, his all of his specs are pretty good until we get to the graphics card. Now, I'm not shitting on Tony. I don't think this is Tony's fault. I'm not shitting on him at all. But this nigga got a 1050 Ti paired with a Ryzen 5700. It should not be like this. It shouldn't be like this. You know what? We can go to eBay. This is how horrible it is. Let's go to eBay. I think the MSRP for the 3060 was originally like $399. Let's go to eBay. The RTX 3060 is supposed to be like the kind of the entry level for the new RTX series. And these cards have been out for like a year now. If we go on eBay and we search RTX 3060 to buy it right now, the cheapest I'm seeing is $700. $700 for something that originally was supposed to release at $400. This is for, some of these cards say new, some of these cards say pre-owned. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. If I go and I check PS5, a rack, $899, the cheapest I'm seeing. $700 for pre-owned. And the pre-owned John, this was the $500 version. So they charging $200 more, $300 more, sometimes $1,000 more to get this PS5. This is ridiculous. You cannot find any type of new device anywhere. It's getting so bad that Best Buy released a program. What was it? $200. You pay $200. You join their Best Buy premium shopper program, wherever the fuck it's called. You get free Apple Care, which I mean, I guess is cool. I wouldn't pay $200 for that, but whatever. You get free Apple Care when you buy some Apple devices. You get some other perks and shit. And then you also get access. You also get the ability to access when new items are dropping first. So when they get the PS5 shipments, you may be able to get one from Best Buy. Now, this is a one-time membership fee. Like I said, I think it's like $200. You pay that, I think you're good to go. Now, me personally, I wouldn't pay no extra $200 to get access to maybe buying a PS5. But I can see some people just doing that shit because what else am I supposed to do? You know, if you go on eBay, you go on Amazon, you go on any of these online stores that, you know what I mean, you may... eBay, originally, you're supposed to use eBay to try to pick up something cheaper than what it should be. But everything up. Everything $1,000. Everything a rack for a PS5. This is ridiculous. Back to the games releasing broken, right? Back to the games releasing broken. Games are being released broken. We gotta start keeping it 100. They are coming out broken. The other day, I beat Cyberpunk. I bought Cyberpunk from G2A. Listen. If y'all gonna buy any of these new games, 1, y'all should wait. 2, go on G2A and get it for cheap. Do not spend full price money on these games. I bought Cyberpunk the other day. That shit still don't work. I beat it. That shit still don't work properly. And my issue with Cyberpunk, not only is the game buggy, but when you play the story feels incomplete. Like when I got to the final mission and I was playing that game, I was like, wait, this is it? This is all I got? And they expected niggas to pay $60 for this? Man, RP my nigga Takamura, right? His death don't make sense if we keep it at 100. Spoiler alert, I'm sorry. But his death don't make sense in Cyberpunk. But whatever, we not going to talk about that, right? they was hyping up how enriched the world is and shit like that. But if you were to play just the story campaign, there's only one side mission that I played. You know, I didn't beat all the side missions, but I did a lot. I'd say I did a lot of them. I didn't do none of those fighting missions because the hand-to-hand combat in that game's ass. I wasn't suffering through that. But there's one side mission that takes you to the other parts of the map, right? If you didn't do that side mission, you would have never gone to the other parts of the map. Like, literally, the Cyberpunk story takes place in Japantown. There's like one mission where you go to the desert. And that's about it. Japantown, the desert. What the fuck? Like, what am I supposed to do with this? And I know Cyberpunk came out last year, right? See, this is my issue. Cyberpunk came out last year, and that should have been a notice for game developers, right? Now, I don't want to blame game developers, right? Because that's a whole nother topic that I want to talk about. That should have been a notice for game publishers. You release a trash game, you release a broken game, and you know your marketing material, you know, gets the people hyped, so they pre-order. But when you release it and it's ass, they gonna want a refund. They're gonna delete your game. They're gonna review bomb your game. It's bad, right? So I'm confused, and I played the Battlefield beta, and you know, while I was playing the Battlefield beta, I was like, there's no scoreboard, right? I said that. I was like, yo, why ain't no scoreboard in here? My man Drive Talk, he was like, oh man, it's a beta, you know. We gotta stop using this excuse, by the way. He was like, you know, it's a beta, you know, they might not have everything ready. They gonna get it updated. How the final game drop? How does a multiplayer first person shooter drop without a scoreboard? Come on, young. How do you drop a multiplayer first person shooter without a scoreboard? Without the kill death ratio? That is FPS 101. It is obvious. And that's the only thing with Battlefield, right? There's mad bugs, mad glitches, mad shit that mad shit that you wouldn't expect from developers who have made first person shooters before. Like, you would think first person like FPS developers who made Battlefield 5, 1, 4, 3, Bad Company, all those, I mean, some of them were bad, but a lot of those games I named were great Battlefield games. 3, 4, Bad Company 2, 1 was 5 released ass. We gotta keep an eye on 5. It released ass, but they fixed it over time. That's another thing. Battlefield 5 released like shit as well. You would think DICE would know how to make guns shoot in a straight line on the first shot. This fucking Bloom shit that I'm seeing, that shit's horrible. And when I was playing the beta, I'm like, yo, I'm aiming right at the dude. Why am I not hitting my shots? I thought I was ass for real. I was like, damn, maybe I'm ass. Now I'm watching more clips, and I'm like, what is this? Like, the bullet trails in this game is crazy. If I'm aiming at you and you 50 meters out, 25 meters out, shit, maybe even 10 meters out, which ain't that far. If I'm aiming at you and I'm shooting at you, my bullet is not liable to go in a straight line for the first shot. Imagine if the military, like real life army niggas, had to deal with that shit. Imagine that. It's like the barrel of your gun. It's crooked. Like, it shit don't make sense. It shit don't make no sense from a developer who has made multiple first person shooters. Multiple. When you look at DICE track record, They not even only made Battlefield. Back in the day, they used to make. I believe they used to make Medal of Honor as well. If they didn't, they definitely worked on the Star Wars games, which those are shooters pretty much. So they have experience and track record with shooters, but it's like that. It's like now they can't do it. It's like now they're fucking up. And I mean, you look on Metacritic, the reviews tell you themselves. I don't know, man. This shit's crazy. With the GTA trilogy is so bad. Let me see. I don't even know if it's back out on PC. The GTA trilogy released so bad on PC that they removed the game from being able to be played on PC with the Rockstar launcher. Let me see. GTA trilogy. This is how bad this shit's getting. Okay, it's back up now. It's back up now. But it was a few days where they was like, nah, we had to shut it down pretty much. But if you look at the rain in this game's awful. And the reason why I'm mad, especially with San Andreas. San Andreas, what year San Andreas come out? San Andreas came out October 26, 2004. San Andreas has been released. This is all the platforms Google listed this shit on. It's been released on the PlayStation 2, the original Xbox, PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, through backwards compatibility, PlayStation 5. Well, now with this remake, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, iOS, Android, Windows, Mac. This should even say Windows Phone. Rockstar, how many times are y'all gonna release the same fucking game? We gotta start keeping it 100. Who's buying San Andreas for all these platforms? And then y'all was like, yo, all right, I don't know if this is supposed to be a remake or a remaster. It's a re-something. I'm not going to say the real word. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But it's a re-something. It don't make no sense why this should have been a remake. If they're going to remake the game, they should have remade the game at least with PS5 quality. Like real upscaled, updated game. Like none of this fucking. You look at some of the body models for this game. You look at some of the facial models in this game. I don't know how this is acceptable. Somebody bought it, so it got to be working somewhere. When did GTA 5 come out? Because don't get me started on GTA 5 being released on every platform. GTA 5 originally came out in September 17th, 2013. It's been released on PS4, PS3, Xbox 360, PS4, Xbox One, PS5. Like, come on. Like, come on, man. Like, come on, man. We gotta do something about this. I'm gonna tell y'all what we need to do, but let me go over the third piece of what's going on in the game. This is the third issue of what's wrong with games. And this is where I need gamers to take accountability, right? Because earlier I said new games are broken, old games are breaking. Right? Now, what do I mean by that? Now, me personally, the gaming spectrum is split into two. It's new games, whether that's single player or multiplayer, and and there's already successful old games that have been released. Mostly for that spectrum is multiplayer. You know, you got your Valorant, Overwatch, Rainbow Six, games like that where it's built an audience and a community that consistently play for years at a time. Rainbow is on year 6. They about to be on year 7, right? So, I mean, if you look at that, you have 7 years of a successful game. That's pretty good. You know, if I can buy a game for $60 and get 7 years of fun out of it, normally that would be really good. Now, the issue with a lot of these multiplayer games, and I didn't know this until the other day. I'll link a video I've seen on YouTube that kind of explains how easy it is to cheat on these multiplayer games. You know, a lot of people play Warzone. Right? Now, you can look up a compilation. You can literally just go on YouTube and search Warzone anti-cheat. Literally, Warzone anti-cheat. You search this up, you'll get a bunch of different clips of quote unquote hacking and cheating, but you can get past that. Like, it's so easy to get past these anti-cheats in this game, right? And Warzone's not the only game. Like I said, I'm a big fan of Rainbow Six. Whenever I play Rainbow Six, it's simple as this. This is going to explain perfectly of what's the issue in multiplayer games, right? Now, in Rainbow, I guess I don't know the science behind it, right? But I guess, you know, there's programs that take the data of the game that you're in, right? Because obviously, even if, like, let's say there's a dude behind the wall, even though you don't see him, that doesn't mean he's not there, right? So there's programs that take the data of where the guy is actually at, and it'll show like a stick man on your screen. So you can literally see through the wall, see where the guy is. The numbers will pop up at the bottom and tell you how far away he is, right? You can see which direction he's aiming at. You could see what operator it is sometimes. It gives you so much information, and from what I understand, a lot of these sheets are undetectable, right? And that's the walling, right? You also got the aimbot or the aim assist, where it literally flicks to your fucking head. It literally the game like not the game. It's like a third party app piece of, sometimes it's hardware, sometimes it's software, but it's a third party component that literally readjusts your aim to snap towards the enemy player. I'll link the video in the description if you want to watch it. This shit is nuts. I don't understand how this works, but it works, and the anti-cheat cannot catch it. It cannot catch it, and it's became so bad. People who use it are known as closeted cheaters, because really, unless they're blatantly lining up through the wall, you really don't know if they're cheating or not. You really do not know if they're using some type of exploit or not. This is not only in Rainbow. This is in a lot of different multiplayer games as well. Now, me personally, you know what I mean? I still play Rainbow. I haven't spent money in Rainbow in years. I don't buy the new operators with real money or anything like that. Same thing with Warzone. You know, Warzone is a free game. I don't really play Warzone like that. I'm not into Battle Royale games no more. That's a whole nother thing. Niggas gotta stop playing Battle Royale. But I'm not into Battle Royale games like that. But from what I understand, you can spend, even in the free Warzone, you can spend a lot of different money. And we ain't even talk about Call of Duty Vanguard. If you playing Call of Duty Vanguard, you are part of the problem. If you went out and bought Call of Duty Vanguard for $70, you are a part of the problem. Straight up. I was watching Call of Duty Vanguard videos the other day. I thought it was Cold War still. I was like, oh, this Cold War? And it was like, nah, this Vanguard. I'm like, this shit look the same. These games look exactly the same. It looked like nothing changed between Vanguard and Cold War. Outside of the glitches. There's new glitches in Vanguard. New glitch alert, $70. That's nothing. Battlefield 2042, it don't even got a story. They charging $70 for 3 game modes. Come on. We got to start keeping an eye on it. They charging a full price for 3 game modes. This got to stop. Now, when you look at all 3 of the issues, when you look at all 3 of the main issues in gaming and why it's going through a serious issue, it really boils down into one big issue. And that one big issue is also the solution that we need to use to make gaming great again. That issue is capitalism. Think about everything I've described. You got I'm not going to say developers, because I don't think a developer would want to release a broken game. I think it's the publishers, EA, Take-Two. Those are the two big ones that have released anything this year, right? I wouldn't really say, like, when Xbox released a game, like that new Halo Infinite game, I haven't seen any glitches for it or anything yet. I'm going to test it out a little bit later. I am interested. Forza, some people say it don't work. I haven't seen anything too groundbreaking. Y'all know when Sony released a game, they try to make sure, I mean, at least for the PS5, you know, I don't know. I think I heard people still say Horizon Zero Dawn. Not Horizon Zero Dawn. What's that fucking game called? Give me a second. I'm gonna find it. Horizon. Yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn. Yeah, okay. I heard people say Horizon Zero Dawn still don't run properly on PC, but I mean, you shouldn't be playing that game anyway. That game's trash. Anyway, a lot of these games that are released by the publishers, they're coming out rushed and broken. Right. Now, if we want to, me personally, I can't confirm nor deny any of this, right? But I personally believe what is happening is a lot of these game studios, game publishers, the tippy top, the board members don't know shit about games. They don't play them. They don't like them. They don't know how to develop them. None of that. Oh yeah, I forgot. Skyrim released another version of Skyrim. Bethesda released another version of Skyrim, and it still got the same bugs and glitches. But I'ma just throw that out there and move on. It still got the same bugs and glitches. I don't even like Skyrim, but it still got the same bugs, glitches, and exploits. But I'm gonna move on anyway. These developers are, and it's apparent with it's apparent with the GTA trilogy. It's apparent. They took a mobile port. Like I said, it came out for iOS. Niggas have been able to play this game on the iPhone for years, since like the iPhone 6. They took the mobile port of this game, added some better textures, you know what I mean? Took away the fucking fog in the cities and released it for PS5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X and PC. The rain looks horrible. I'm upset because if you had a PC, you could get you could have gotten San Andreas already And the modding community would have had you better off than the remastered, remake trilogy, whatever you want to fucking call it. It's obvious. I already know. Yo, Rockstar developers, I doubt y'all watching, but if y'all are watching, I'm not blaming y'all. It's not y'all fault. I already know y'all didn't want to release a game in the state. But somebody from the higher up was telling y'all, nah, we gotta release this shit this year. When's the last time Rockstar released a game? It was like 2018 with Red Dead Redemption 2. I love that game, by the way. That's why I'm upset. I love Red Dead Redemption 2. That shit was fun. I thought it was the game of the year 2018. I think God of War won it, but which is respectable. I like God of War 2, but there was something with Red Dead. Yeah, I like Cowboys, I guess, right? When you look at Rockstar games released, when you look at the Rockstar games that have been released before this, the trilogy, John, yeah, it was Red Dead Redemption 2. They also say Red Dead Online, which I guess I think you can buy that on the side for like $10. But that was almost 3 years ago. Before that, it was GTA 5. And when you break it down even further, that Rockstar is owned by Take-Two. So when you look at all the Take-Two games, that have came out, let me see. We looking for bangers. The last Take-Two banger that came out. $2K is not a banger. We gotta start keeping it 100. $2K is not a banger. When you look at the last banger that Take-Two has released, it might have been Red Dead under Rockstar. It might have been Red Dead. Not even going cap. Let's look at the 2K games list. NBA 2K's ass, right? Borderlands 3. Yeah, I haven't played it, but from what I heard, it wasn't a banger like that. XCOM, 2K. I was just showing the same 5 games. Hold on. Games. You got Civilizations, which, me personally, but I can see the market. I'm not hating, but it's not a banger. Come on, let's keep it on it. You got the Mafia trilogy. I forgot this shit even came out. When did this come out? The Mafia trilogy, which, Mafia 2 was pretty good. I like that. I didn't play the first one, to be fair. Mafia 3, that ain't it, y'all. Mafia 3 just ain't it. Yeah, you look at more games that they've released. It's just, you know what I mean? XCOM. So I can see why they was in a rush. A lot of these games, outside of 2K, a lot of these games that they've released are one and done type games. What I mean by that is the Mafia trilogy, you're probably going to beat once, maybe twice. But for them as a publisher, they only going to get you $60 or whatever one time, right? You going to buy the Mafia trilogy. I hope there isn't, but I doubt that there's like extra DLC that you can buy in that. So you're going to buy the Mafia trilogy. You're going to buy Borderlands 3. You're going to buy you're going to buy Red Dead Redemption. You're going to buy GTA 5. You're going to buy this GTA trilogy. And if you're a single player guy, that's all the money they're going to get out of you. Right? So, me personally, I believe they were Rockstar. When I say they, I mean Rockstar. Rockstar was forced by Take-Two to release the GTA trilogy This year, they needed 2021 numbers. They needed 2021 money. So when they go to the conference, y'all know the conference I'm talking about, the investor conference. When they go to the investor conference, they say, "Yo, we made this amount of money. GTA trilogy release. It sold this amount of copies." When they talk to the investors aren't asking, "Yo, does y'all game work?" The investors don't care about games. We gotta start keeping it 100. The investors don't care about games. The publishers don't care about games. The developers, they may care about games, but they don't got the power to say, "Yo, we need 6 more months." If we gotta start keeping it 100. If Rockstar developer said, "Yo, we need 6 more months to smoothen out the trilogy," most gamers would have been fine with it. Most gamers would have been completely fine with it. That's facts. Gamers were fine with Cyberpunk delaying, with the Cyberpunk team delaying the game over a numerous amount of years. It was only until Cyberpunk released, still like trash, they were like, "All right, bro, come on. Like, you've been delaying this game so long and it still releases in this state. Y'all might as well just keep delaying it. Just keep making the game." You can tell, you can almost tell, like, when you play the story of Cyberpunk, you can almost tell the developers did not want this game to come out. They were not finished with the story. The ending of the game, it's so unfulfilling. It's so incomplete. Oh man. Anyway, so what are we talking about? Oh, how do we solve the problem? I went on a tangent. I'm sorry. How do we solve the problem? A lot of the issues that we're going through is due to capitalism. A lot of the issues that we are dealing with in the gaming community is due to capitalism. When you look at developers releasing games that are broken, right? A lot of developers don't want to release those games. It's the publisher pushing them to release the game and saying, "Yo, we need to hit our numbers." Right? So that's the games are releasing broken portion. We need to hit our numbers. The games are breaking portion. How capitalism affects that? A lot of these sheets you can buy, and the reason why a lot of people are buying these cheats, if you look at Twitch, you look at the numbers. I think they leaked the subscriber numbers for the amount of money that people make on Twitch from subscriptions. When you look at your favorite Twitch streamer for Warzone, Apex, Rainbow, and you see they making maybe 10 racks, shit, maybe even only 5 racks, shit, maybe only even $1,000 a month, playing a game that you probably play as well, you put in a lot of hours in as well, and you want to be a top streamer. A lot of these people who want to be top streamers, they don't understand that to be a top streamer is more than just being good at the game. A lot of these people don't have personalities, but you can't buy a personality. I can buy cheats to help me look better at the game, and I can try to be a quiet Twitch streamer. You know what I mean? These sheets are like $4. I got $4. And when you think about it, there is no actual consequence in these actions, right? If a Twitch streamer is caught cheating, I mean, they may lose some of their audience, but we seen it with in fucking Minecraft. The dude who did the speed run and was called out and caught cheating, all of his fans came out, was like, "Yeah, man, yeah, he cheated, but so he got ADHD." What the fuck does that mean? Right? Like, people like once you get to a certain level, people you don't even have to give excuses no more. They give you the excuse. And you sitting up there high with your money tall. They give you the excuse. You don't even have to make excuses anymore when you caught doing dumb shit in gaming. So when I say games are breaking, a lot of the people are doing this to try to get ahead on the streaming level, or if they're on Fiverr trying to carry people to high ranks in games. You know, that's also another, I guess, side hustle you can do. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying, me personally, I wouldn't do none of this. You know what I mean? I'm comfortable in my gaming skill to where if the playing field is even, I personally think I can play with the best of them. Now, I might be ass for real. Keep it 100. I might be really ass for real. But I have my pride as a gamer allows me to want to improve naturally without cheats, without none of that. If I were ever to be a streamer, I want my streams to be great. Period. I want my streams to be straight because of me, my talents. You know what I mean? I'm able to get on camera and show my personality. I'm able to get on the well, I use keyboard and mouse now. I was gonna say get on the controller. I'm able to get on the keyboard and mouse and play the game how it's supposed to be played and do well at it. You know what I mean? My pride wouldn't allow me to buy some cheats on the internet for $4 and scam the world. I'm not a scam artist, but a lot of niggas are. A lot of niggas be scamming, and that's the truth. So that's where the player accountability has to come in, to where if we want to see games improve better, if we want to see games be in a better state, just on the multiplayer end alone, what I'd recommend, don't buy no new multiplayer games. Don't buy no new games. Fuck it. Do not buy any new games until, I say, give it 2-3 weeks at least. You got to see how it's running. You got to see if they're updating the game properly. You got to make sure that players in the multiplayer scene aren't creating exploits, cheating. I seen some shit on Call of Duty. They do sneaking now. Like, it's always some new cheap tactic that is going to ruin your game experience. And the way that you solve that issue is you do not buy it. And if you really want to buy a game, like me, I wanted to play Cyberpunk because I was hyped for that game no matter what. I ain't look up none of the story elements. I knew it came out broken, but I ain't look up none of the story elements. I ain't want to watch no gameplay. I didn't want to ruin my experience to when I first get the game, because I was actually excited about that game. So when I went and bought the game, I went right to G2A and I paid $30. Less than $30, I think. I think I paid like $20. Paid my little $20. G2A.com. Come sponsor me. I'm telling y'all, stop buying games at full price. That's number one. Number two, how do we also fix the gaming issue in terms of scalpers, PS5s, graphics cards? And this is going to sound ass, right? Because, again, Tony my nigga, but Tony be the main one talking all shit if you ain't got a PS5. You know what I mean? Peer pressure is a thing, you know? When Facebook released a study, they was talking about teenage girls are feeling pressured by like Instagram models and shit to go get fucking BBLs, lipos, all these different types of surgeries, go get a fake body, portray themselves in a sexual manner on Instagram to get attention from guys. When they released that study, a lot of people don't realize that mindset doesn't only pertain to the Instagram girls, right? That mindset happens on gaming, especially in the gaming community, especially on Twitter. I see it. One nigga say he got a PS5, he clowning niggas, everybody laughing, ha 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 ha. If you don't got a PS5, you broke X, Y, Z. We gotta start keeping an eye on it. If you can't find a PS5 for $500, do not buy it. Do not buy from the scalpers. This is how you affect the scalping market. Do not buy from the scalpers. The RTX 3060, I think it's supposed to be $399. We just put it up on eBay. It was a rack. $700, $800, $900. Almost a rack. Do not buy that. Do not buy none of these overpriced products. Do not go to the Best Buy website to pay that extra $200 just for a chance to buy a PS5. Don't do that. Don't allow, whether it's the scalpers, because for real, when we talk about the scalpers, you fighting against bots to get a PS5. The bots are taking over the Walmart, Best Buy, Target websites and shutting it down. They on there first. I'd probably say 80% of the PS5s have been bought by 20% of the marketplace. And what I mean by that is most of the PS5s that are being bought by a selective few group, like the scalpers. And the scalpers are reselling them at $800, $900 a rack. $800, $900, $1,000. So if you want to beat that, I'm sorry, but you just gonna have to please don't participate in that market. Just don't do it. You know, it sounds like that sucks, and I agree. This shit is ass. This shit is ass. But until the consumer decides to regulate the market effectively, we will not see change in what's going on in the gaming community. It starts at capitalism, and the only way this shit's gonna stop is if we use those same capitalistic traits. Right? Games are supposed to be a way to escape from reality. But ever since, this is a new issue, by the way, ever since big business and big capitalism have taken over the gaming community and the gaming platforms, it's almost like these games reinforce the outside world, what you're seeing. These games releasing broken and buggy just reinforces how much the big corporations care only about the dollar, and they don't care about the games, period. It's a reminder every day when I go and try to find a PS5 to escape from reality, and I see a PS5 is $1,000, that only doubles the reality of, yo, everything in this world is only about money. And it sucks. But if we as gamers, as consumers of the content, take a step back and decide, you know what, I'm not going to buy none of these games. You know, I don't think anybody should be buying Battlefield 2042 until it gets a scoreboard. We got to start keeping on it. I don't think anybody should be going out and buying Call of Duty Vanguard. Period. Don't buy it. I don't think anybody should be going out and buying a lot of these single player games that are releasing buggy, broken, beat up. That's the only way that developers will see that they're in the wrong. Not developers, publishers. Again, I don't want to blame developers. I doubt, like, when you're an artist and you create your craft, you know, I doubt you would want to release something that you feel is unfinished, right? As a creative artist myself, you know, I understand that play of, yo, I got this project I've been working on, but it don't feel finished, right? But that's all I got, man. You know, this shit is bad. I can't believe I went on for an hour on this shit. if you stuck around, like the video, comment your thoughts, hit the subscribe button. I know I haven't done a video in almost a year. Honestly, I was joking with my man Jive Talk the other day. I spent $1,500 on my PC to play chess, Smite, and Rainbow Six. That's all I play on this bitch. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, leave a comment down below your thoughts. It's LohxLoh. I love you guys. I'm out.